I love the stories of their generation, a social movement, their cross to bear, the product of a war-torn nation. I can still smell flowers in their hair. I'm not saying I agree with all their ways. I was born a different time, a different place. I never burn a flag, but I will stand for one thing they believe, 'cause I believe there's a revolution running through my veins. I won't sit around and talk about waiting on the world to change. Simple philosophy that I'll take to the streets. There's one thing we all need, to let love spread like weeds.
I'm Carla Gray. I'm director of street soccer. So I started doing some research about homeless Olympics, but there was the homeless street soccer, and at that time there were 56 nations in the world that do the homeless street soccer program, and it only started in 2001. So that was, 2008, 7 years later, 56 nations. And I thought, man, there must be something to that program. 20 room in the upstairs of our building if you want to, and we gladly accepted and kind of set our first date for practice. That weekend, we walked the streets, invited people to join us, and then I went home and I Googled how to kick a soccer ball. Because I've never played soccer in my life, and I knew nothing about it. I'm there, but Lancaster is like the whole homeless area is in one place in Fort Worth. And so she offered this field that was vacant. It's filled with rocks and glass, and it was a great gift for us, and we started playing there, and in the last year we've learned a lot, we've grown a lot. Dr. Wilson went to a Manatech meeting to learn about the supplements and met Mr. Robbins. And Mr. Robbins said, hey, my son plays soccer and he likes to volunteer. And so, yay! And so we met with Deborah and Ryan for lunch, and he saved our lives because we didn't know what we were doing. So in the last year now, then we've established our nonprofit, Kickin the Streets.
I just wanted to add a little bit about just the technical side of what is street soccer. It is very unique in its setup. It's a much smaller field. It's actually smaller than a basketball court is what we play on. It actually has walls like an indoor field. The goals are a little smaller, about shoulder high. The players is made up of a goalie and 3 fielders, so it's 4-on-4. The whole game lasts 14 minutes, so 2 7-minute halves. I think that the people that designed this were very smart. The reason I've learned is because we're working with a lot of out-of-shape homeless, and they're not exactly your prime athletes. Now on Mondays, we meet down there for a couple hours, and we'll do a little warm-up. Sometimes we'll run a little drills. More than anything, if we can get enough guys, we just do a lot of scrimmaging. And then we usually take a little time and get to know them between that. On Thursday nights, we just before the summer started, we joined a men's over 30 indoor league. And that has been an incredible jump in difficulty. The field it's indoor still, but it's so big for these guys. It's 40 minutes long, especially. So many guys on the other side are starting to understand what we're about. And when they reach out and touch these guys, say things to them, and give them encouragement, it's amazing how far that goes. Our big tournament that we just got back from is in Washington, D.C. It's a national event. There were 18 cities. There's 18 cities currently in the U.S. We actually had 23 teams there this year, a couple of women's teams.
There's a revolution running through my veins. I won't sit around and talk about waiting on the world to change. Simple philosophy that I'll take to the streets. There's one thing we all need, to let love spread like weeds. big like me. Can you turn my guitar down just a little bit?